What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. 5 games, 2 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses, 7th place. What an amazing start to the season. I was sitting here thinking that we would be down in the bottom 3 by this stage with 5 games played, but to be in 7th place is amazing. But I am aware that we haven't played any big teams yet, so other than Liverpool, calm down Liverpool fans, I just forgot. But yeah, I am aware that we haven't really played any big teams yet, so I'm sure the run will stop eventually. But yeah, the first game of this episode is against Cheltenham in the Capital One Cup. Craig Gibson, man, he had an awesome game, and Gibson is the young fake player I signed. If you remember, the first guy I signed in my youth academy, he was actually looked like he'd be world class, and he's been pretty average, but he actually had a really good game. But yeah, I rested all my players, obviously, no disrespect to Cheltenham, but I really did feel this would be an easy win, to be honest. But they were holding their own pretty well, they were playing pretty decent. Craig Gibson's shot here well saved, blocked by the defender. Like I said, Gibson was pulling all the strings in this game, he played really well. But unfortunately for us, we just couldn't seem to break down Cheltenham very well, and just couldn't seem to find a way through and get the ball into the back of the net. So the game did go to extra time, but to be honest, it was all about Jordan Slew. I brought him on from the bench, he still had a plaster next to his name, so it was a little bit of a risk, but Slew and G came on for Gibson and Piers on, and I mean, straight from kickoff, Slew wins the ball back here, and he is just so awesome, man. He is such an amazing player. Lovely roulette to get around his man, goes down the right hand side, chips the ball towards the far post, and Lee Yong Jae, that's a finish I could watch over and over again. Amazing bicycle kick on the half volley, just an amazing acrobatic goal. And yeah, 3 minutes in, 1-0 to Blackburn in extra time, and unfortunately for Cheltenham, they just didn't have the legs to cope with the pace of Lee Yong Jae and Jordan Slew. So 1-0 to Blackburn, and Cheltenham did have a chance here. Zabrowski plays through Graham, but Gazaniga makes a smart save at his near post. But from that resulting corner, Pack swings it in for Cheltenham in due time. Any second now he's going to cross that ball in, and it's headed away by G. It comes to Linganzi, he volleys the ball out to Lee Yong Jae. What a great pass. And unfortunately we hit Cheltenham on a counter attack here. They, like I said, they just couldn't cope with the pace, and Jordan Slew goes through 1-on-1. Can he finish around the goalkeeper? Of course he can. Lovely ball roll and side foot into the back of the net in the 120th minute. 2-0 to Blackburn Rovers. That was how the game finished. So I feel sorry for Cheltenham, really. To take us to extra time was really decent. I'm pretty sure they're still a League 2 side, so to take us to extra time was pretty decent. You've got to give them credit for that, but unfortunately Slew came off from the bench and just made all the difference. So 2-0 the final score, through to the next round of the Capital One Cup, and I'm absolutely delighted with that, because I really do want a good cup run in this competition, and it just gives me a chance to rest all my players and give them some fitness for the following game, which was against Manchester United here. So this was the first real big team, if you will, and United obviously coming to Ewood Park on a Sunday. I still felt really confident, don't get me wrong, but I guess sometimes you just can't play out from the back all the time, and I don't know what I was trying to do there. I mean, that's my fault. I mean, the pass by Hanley was poor, but for some reason I wasn't controlling Kurt Zuma in full control, and I just sort of left the ball, and Robin van Persie punished us there. A good header by the Dutchman past Ruddy, but I mean, it's just a case of passing out from the back, and again Ruddy plays the ball and Townsend gets caught in possession. I guess it's just me, I mean, sometimes you just got to smash the ball up the field, you can't always pass it around. And that's just who I am. My style is just keeping possession and playing the ball around the AI, but sometimes you just can't do that, and I take full responsibility for those 2 goals. They were really poor from me defensively, but De Gea still made an amazing save here to deny Christopherson to keep the score at 2-0 to Manchester United. But they're all over us, they were just having so many shots. Valencia going through here, his shot well saved by John Ruddy, but unfortunately for us, from that resulting corner, despite Ruddy making a good save, it's eventually swung in by Robin van Persie, and Phil Jones, the former Blackburn defender, gets his head to the ball and scores his first goal against his former club. So it's what was the score here? 3-0 to United. We're all over the place, and we want to throw in here. I made my earliest ever substitution. We were 37 minutes in, and I brought off Christopherson. Now I cannot imagine that he would have sat in the stands or in the dugout. I'm pretty sure he would have walked down the tunnel, threw off his headband or whatever, and just called me a fucking cunt because I subbed him. Or look at him walk off. Like, piss off, man. Seriously, I'm trying my best. But yeah, he was awful. He was absolutely awful. So I subbed him off in the 38th minute. It was a good substitution, Like, I never like to make early subs because I like to keep the fitness all good. But to be honest, he was having an awful half, and I subbed him off. I didn't even wait till half time, and I brought on Jordan Slew, and that changed the game. Like, Slew, obviously a really good player. Ever since I brought him on, he started started to play really well. He started to pass the ball around, and Henriksen scores this lovely goal here. It was a great passing move. And Henriksen smashes the ball past David De Gea. That makes it 3-1. I was thinking maybe the comeback's still on. Maybe the comeback is still on. And from this free kick, we're still yet to score a free kick. And unfortunately, it's not going to change here. Andros Townsend shot well saved by the goalkeeper. I need to sign a free kick specialist because I haven't got one. And I'm yet to score a free kick, and that's really annoying. But Townsend swings in this corner. It comes to Jordan Slew, but his header goes over. Like I said, Slew changed the game for us. In the second half, it was all Blackburn. But as we play the ball out here, Romeo to Andros Townsend. Townsend plays the ball to Jordan Slew. Like I said, he was playing much better than Christopherson. Definitely the right substitution. Henriksen plays it to Kim Shin-wook, who plays in Slew. It's 3-2, but I'm sure you could already tell he was going to be offside. So we had the ball in the back of the net. The comeback was definitely looking on at this point, but even I knew as soon as he dived in and put the ball in, it was going to be ruled out for offside, and it was, unfortunately. So it was still 3-1. We just couldn't seem to come back into the game. I mean, we were playing so much better since the substitution, but we still couldn't fully get back into the game. And unfortunately for us, Manchester United were too good. We were stretched, you know, that's the word. We were stretched way too thin. It's like, you know, even though it was 11v11, it felt like it was, you know, 9v11. We just couldn't really keep up with them. And when Nani crosses the ball in here, Angelo Enriquez, anyway, the young guy they've got, puts the ball past John Ruddy. It's 4-1 to Manchester United. We did have a chance to make it 4-2 here. Townsend's crossing, it's headed away, but Lee Yong-jae's superb half volley just goes over the bar, and David De Gea can breathe easy. But like I said, it just wasn't working for us in this game. My defence was all over the place. I take full responsibility for the first 2 goals. They were definitely my fault, but it just wasn't working. Zahal, some lovely dribbling though, plays through Lee Yong-jae. He finds Jordan Slew. His shot's well saved by De Gea, and eventually the ball goes out for a goal kick. It just really wasn't working, and like I said, defensively I was poor, I admit that, but this really did just sum it up. Although Jordan Slew made everything right for us, he still couldn't find the back of the net when he went 1-on-1. So unfortunately the game did end 4-1 to Manchester United, and to be honest, it was a really disappointing loss. We you know, our feet are back on the ground now. I mean, that's the only positive, because you know, we were flying high. Our first loss comes in, it's a heavy loss, so our feet are firmly back on the ground. We know we're never going to get to the Europa League in the first season, but yeah, feet back on the ground, and let's just try and put that behind us and get the results in the next games. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, also comment below if you know any free kick specialists, because I really want to sign one, because I really want to start scoring some free kicks. So if you know any free kick specialists, let me know, and yeah, I'll try and pick one up in January. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.